This would be the next class of your FRM subject. Um, what I have explained in my last class is this problem, right? Fixed floating currency swap after origination. So in my today's class, I'm going to explain you regarding this problem. This is important problem which has been asked in the previous papers. Electronic business machine needs to borrow 20 million immediately. It can borrow for 3 years at a fixed rate of 7.5% or at a floating rate of LIBOR plus 40 basis points as such. So plain vanilla fixed for floating interest rate swap 3-year swap has been given as 7.3 fixed in exchange for floating LIBOR. If EBM believes that interest rates are about to rise sharply, what should it do? If EBM believes that interest rates are about to decline sharply, what should it do? So we need to do a problem on this. So let's start doing this problem. So let's write down the entire information first of all. Electronic business machine it is. And if you remember my last class, I'll just give you the conclusion over there. I was like, so this is what here just we need to in my last class we have done a problem. If you can see this, it's like fixed for floating currencies where problem was there. See guys, two information will be given at origination and after origination. At origination this was the interest rate, that is nothing but exchange. अगर फिक्स्ड या फ्लोटिंग से एक्सचेंज करना है तो वो प्राइस होगा था 6.64%. फिक्स इंटरेस्ट रेट तो था 6.64 था. 10 year 2 years प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट 25 million, पेमेंट सेमी एनुअल, स्पॉट एक्सचेंज रेट भी 0.70 था, राइट. तो क्या कर रहे थे अपन, एक ये इन्फॉर्मेशन है. दूसरी इन्फॉर्मेशन क्या है, अगर एक साल के बाद 7.78 हो गया, वही 6.64 7.8 हो गया, तो क्या हो जाता हाल, व्हाट विल बी दी फिक्स्ड पार्टी पेयर वर्थ, व्हाट वुड बी दी स्वैप वर्थ बोल के पूछा. तो बेसिकली क्या करना है अपने को, डिफरेंस करना. पहले तो उससे लेके प्रेजेंट वैल्यू मालूम करना 6.64 से, फिर 7.78 से, फिर उसका डिफरेंस. वैसे ही अगर क्वेश्चन में पूछा था एग्जाम में, ऐसे ही करना होता है आपको आफ्टर ओरिजिनेशन. So what you're going to do is, first of all you're going to calculate the present value. So 25 million into 0.064 was the first interest rate. So वैसा सब ले लेके लास्ट ईयर में प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट भी लेते, राइट. सो वैसे ही ले लेके आप कैलकुलेट करें तो आपको आ गया इतना 24,4,90,478 राइट. अब फिर से क्या करना है बोलते 7.78 से फिर कैलकुलेट करने का था. तो 7.78 से सब सेम, इंटरेस्ट रेट सब सेम, बस ये चेंज हो गया 0.078 से. इंडिविजुअली कैलकुलेट करें तो आपको 25,08,502 आया. सो वैल्यू ऑफ स्वैप क्या है, बेसिकली डिफरेंस बिटवीन दी टू. सो डिफरेंस इज नथिंग बट 5,18,024. सो अगर एग्जिस्टिंग स्वैप ही बेनिफिट में फिक्स पार्टी पेयर, ओके, बाद में अगर लेने गए तो ये हो जाएगा एग्जिस्टिंग स्वैप, न्यू स्वैप का 25,08,502 है. द डिफरेंस है ये. इजी है, दिस इज मच बिट easier compared to your previous problem after origination. So today's problem is nothing but EBM problem, as I said. So this would be the today's problem. So let's start doing this. Let me write down the complete information first of all. Then यहाँ पे क्या है, he has 20 million is the principal amount, guys. He can borrow 3 years fixed rate of 7.5% or a floating rate of LIBOR plus 40 basis points is same. So plain vanilla fixed for floating 3-year swaps are priced at 7.3% fixed. Okay, so fixed amount he has given you, floating amount he has given you. Okay, so fixed rate is 7.5%, whereas LIBOR rate is, floating rate is LIBOR plus 40 basis point. LIBOR, if you remember, I have explained you in my earlier classes of 4th unit, London Interbank Offer Rate it is. So plain vanilla fixed for floating 3-year swaps are priced at 7.3%, fixed in exchange for floating LIBOR. So what happens if he is believing interest rates are about to rise sharply, or what it should do? If it's decreasing, what it should do? So as I said, this would be the next problem. So let's start doing this problem. This 20 million principal amount is 20 million. Let me like that. So electronic business machine the company is. Principal amount is dollar 20 million. So it want to borrow, so it can borrow at a fixed rate of 7.5%. Two options it has, and a floating rate of LIBOR plus 40% basis points. Okay, these are the two options. It is a plain vanilla fixed for floating 3-year swaps are priced at. So two options it has. Either it can borrow like that or like this, fixed rate of 7.5% or LIBOR plus basis points. So plain vanilla fixed for floating 3-year swaps are priced at 7.3%. If you can see this, actually there are two options. It want to borrow, either option is fixed rate of 7.5% or a floating rate of LIBOR plus 5%, LIBOR plus 40 basis points. So plain vanilla fixed for floating 3-year swaps are priced at 7.3% fixed in exchange for floating LIBOR. So fixed rate has been decided. Okay, this is just a option. It has either this, either that, either fixed rate or floating rate. But whereas fixed rate is nothing but 7.3%. So okay, fixed rate is 7.3. Remember this. Okay, now as it has two options, fixed rate of 7.3% or a floating rate of LIBOR plus 40 basis point. Okay, don't get confused. Here he has two options. He had a two option, that is one for fixed rate, either it want to borrow for 7.5% or a floating rate of LIBOR plus 40% basis point. But it also saying that the basically the plain vanilla 3-year swap has been fixed for 7.3%. So you're in exchange of LIBOR, so fixed rate is 7.3%. Okay, so what you're going to do, first of all, you're going to calculate the percentage. First of all, let me explain you about the LIBOR plus 40% basis points for all of you. So as we all are familiar that 1% is equal to 100% basis point. Okay, this is nothing but basis point. So for 1% it will be 100% basis points. Okay, so now we know 100% basis point is 1%. So how much we have in our question? 40% basis points. Here how much it is, how much percentage it is? So it will come to 40 into 1%, so it will come to 0.4%, or either it will be 0.4% or 0.004. Okay, so therefore floating rate we had two options, 0.4% or 0.004. Now what we are going to calculate is the cash flows that we want to exchange. Okay, we are exchanging fixed for floating, so that is what we need to calculate the cash flows. Okay, so as you know, majority of the funds are borrowed at maturity. That is, here the maturity has been given 3%. So now we don't know the principal amount as such. We know the principal amount, but we don't know the percentages, the the spot exchange rates. So we are going to analyze that also. We are going to give from our side as such that fixed rate with floating rates. So here it is. So we need to fix certain fixed rates from our side. So let's. So how many years it is? 3 years. Semi-annual it is. So basically, we have already done this sort of, right. Uh, so time period we need to take here. Spot US 3 years swap. Payment how much we are need to do, and receipt how much we need to take from the payment dealer, that is swap dealer, and the net cash flows, that is what we are going to calculate. Now we don't know what is the interest rates exactly, right. Now first of all, you all are familiar 0, 0.5. We do this first year because payments are semi-annual. So let's assume this 0, 0.5, 1.5, 2 years, 2.5, 3 years. Okay. So these are the interest rates. So let's decide the spot US rates. It has not been given in the question. We need to assume from our side. Let's say 0, it will be 6.5%. We are assuming this. Okay. हार्डली 2.5 का डिफरेंस रहा तो बस 0.25 का. यहाँ पे देखो 0.25 का ही डिफरेंस ले रहे हैं अपन. 6.5 पहले, 6.25 बाद में, 6.0 फिर 6.25. अपनी अजम्पशन है, ये कुछ भी ले सकते हैं अपन यहाँ पे. ओके. पेमेंट कितना, रिसिप्ट कितना, ये कैलकुलेट करने का रहता था. 6.35, 6.75. द लास्ट let's take is 7. Okay. So now the payments, let's see the payments. So how we are going to calculate the receipts and payments, that is what I am going to show you. Fixed payment, fixed period. Okay. So how we are going to calculate this fixed rate. First of all, how we are going to calculate the payments is in the first year it will be 0, because we don't pay it at the beginning any. At the 0th year means at the present situation we don't pay any interest rate as such. At the present year we don't pay any interest rate, so it will be 0, right. So how we are going to calculate the payment or receipt is, we are calculating over here the payments or receipts that is being done by the swap dealer. So how we are going to calculate is fixed rate of previous year plus floating rate divided by 2 into the principal amount. See here how much is the, let's say we are going to calculate 0.56 months ka. So it will be 0.065. Okay, this is nothing but this percentage. Okay, 0 point of the previous year we are calculating for 0.5, right. So 0.065 plus floating rate is how much that has been given, 0.04 divided by 2 into 20 million. So how much it will come to? If you calculate this, you will get 6,90,000. The same manner, this is for the payment. Okay, so here the payment will be 6,90,000. Now we are going to calculate for the receipt also simultaneously, or we will calculate for all of them. Let's do for the second one also. This is for the 0. This is for the 0.5 year. This is for the first year we are going to do now. 0.0625 plus 0.004 divided by 2 into 20 million. So it will come to 6,50,000, 5,000, 6,65,000. Okay. So here we are going to have first year we got 6,65,000. If you do same manner for all of them, it will be for 1.5 year it will be 6,40,000. Same manner you need to do. Next year it will be again 6 lakhs. Five into 6 lakhs 65,000. Next this one this next is 6,75,000. Next 7,15,000. Now you are going to calculate the receipts. How we are going to calculate the receipt? I am going to show you here. That is nothing but fixed rate of swap divided by 2 into principal amount. That is nothing but we are calculating the fixed interest rate. So receipt we are calculating now. This is how the receipt will be calculated. The principal amount into the fixed interest. So 20 million into 7.3%. Okay. So it will come to, and also you need to take 6 months. Okay, remember this is very important. 6 by 12. Why we are taking 12 here? The same manner what we are doing. So you will get for first year 0, right? 0th year 0. For 6th month it will be 7,30,000. So this is fixed payment. So for every year it will be same. Now you are going to take down the difference. Okay, B minus A you need to do. 7,30,000 minus 6,90,000 it will be. So this is, let's say this is A and this is B. This here you need to net cash flows. The last column is nothing but the net cash flows. You need to do B minus A. 7,30,000 minus 6,90,000. Here it will be 40,000. Second year, if you do 7,30,000 minus 6,65,000, it will be 65,000. Next year 7,30,000 minus 6,40,000, it will be 90,000. 7,30,000 minus 65,000, it will be 65,000. 7,30,000 minus 6,75,000, 55,000, 7 lakh 31 and 7 lakh 15. Here it will be 15,000. Now, here this is what he is asking us to calculate. Here, as the maturity of borrowed fund is 3 years, the payments will be like every 6 months of swap, depending on this. The payments of semi-annually has been given over here. What I have done, fixed with the floating simultaneously. So this is what we want. Now the question is, what he is saying in the question, if you can check out. What is the question? This is what we have calculated the net cash flows that they will be receiving and paying, right? So the next continuation of the question is, if EBM believes that the interest rates are going to go up sharply, then what you should do? If EBM believes the interest rates are about to decline sharply, what should it do? So it is a general phenomena that when only firm borrow funds from others, it faces the risk of change in first interest rate or single since floating interest rates of EBM is highly affected due to changes in the world assets. Okay, so as it with the diagram, it is much clear that calculation in the first 2 year phases tends to decrease, causing higher earnings of the firm. But as soon as the interest rates and increase in results will be there, we are going to lost in touch of that. So in order to hedge against it, EVM enters the EVM enters a plain vanilla fixed for floating 3 year swap assets. So over here, EVM so what it's saying, so basically what he should do, he's saying, so interest rates tends to decrease, causing higher earnings of the firm, but as soon as the interest rates tend to decrease, it bringing a lower rate to the firm. In order to overcome this hedge against, EBM enters into plain vanilla fixed for floating 3 year swap assets. So initially EBM borrow funds for nothing. Okay, so this points as with template of the debate 3 years. It enters into a swap market and borrows a fixed rate of 7.3%. 7.3%. And simultaneously, if you see, swap dealers are educated or not, they will be knowing the market rate. So interest rates of a swap dealer basically depends on the interest rates. So initially EBM can borrow funds for the treatment and all. Then now for the Hajj and all. So here, so if EVM believes that interest rates are about to rise sharply, what should it do? If EVM believes that interest rates are about to decrease sharply, what it should do? So interest rates tend to decrease, causing higher earnings of the firm. But as soon as interest rates tend to increase, it brings lower return to the firm. However, in order to hedge, EBM enters into a plain vanilla fixed for floating 3 year swap contract. Initially, EBM borrows a floating rate of 40 paise Libor with a tenure of 3 years. It enters into a swap market and borrow as fixed rate 7.5 when was dealer act as intermediary into a swap dealer gives him a floating rate of Libor plus 40 basis point. In this way, the depth of floating is determined at a fixed rate. So this is what is about increase in interest rate. What if interest rates are declining sharply as EPM funds at floating rate, and the duration to repay the funds is 3 years. Suppose it finds suppose it interest rates is payable after 6 months, 8 months. In the fact 2 years the interest tends to decrease, right? Um, even though reluctant to even though reluctant to enter into a swap, the two benefits, um, and the interest rate decreases, and he's liable to pay lower interest rate, but there is no guarantee that the situation would be continued in future, and hence it's shown in the A4 table or A2 table onwards. In order to safeguard against such losses, firm ABM enter into a swap market dealings. Along- So with this I have done the class. In my next class I am going to tell you more. Actually I am going to wind up the fourth unit also. I have done 3-4 variations of swap, currency swap also. I'll wind up, and I'm going to start in my next class options and the types of options and all. So see all of you guys. I hope you got the problem. Bye all of you.